the whole transcript was even worse. You said that if you could, you would send, quote, every black kid, again, your words, not mine, to go live on farms and work. Is that your?
I would have to hear that recording because.
Well, I have the recording. It's ignorant to say it was dangerous and it was irresponsible.
Well, if I said it, I apologize, but I'd have to see the transcript.
You know, y'all all know what that's going to look
Senator Workkk.
Hey everybody, this is Dean FM, Dean Facer, Milford here for your creature. What? And today, Senator Angela Elsa Brooks grills RFK Jr. on his mismanagement of HHS. RFK Jr. be on somebody, you know, he be on some, what do the kids call it nowadays? Here we go. Championing our advocacy and the legacy of black women forever.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, Secretary. You're familiar with Aaron Sissy, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's because he served both as your lawyer in your personal capacity, and he's a lawyer for an anti-vaccine group as well. Is Mr. Sissy on the federal government payroll?
No, he is not.
No, he's not. Okay, so that I find that interesting because he is apparently having a really outsized influence on you. And in fact, according to her testimony, Dr. Monterez last August said that during a very contentious argument with you or conversation that you told her to talk to Mr. Sissy so that she could fall in line with his vaccine policies. You let him present to your now illegal and discredited vaccination committee. And then this month, you signed an updated charter for the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices to focus on vaccine risk after Aaron Sissy urged you to do so. So, you know, despite him not being on the government payroll, it looks like he is clearly, for you, he's a top advisor in your agency. Now, last month, Mr. Sissy threatened to sue you if you didn't add hundreds of health conditions to the vaccine injury compensation programs. And, you know, and just like that, you remove members of the Advisory Commission on Childhood Vaccinations to pave the way for changes. So I just have to ask you, Mr. Secretary, who is running this department? Is Aaron Sissy running the department? Are you running the department?
Oh, ACIP has nothing to do with the vaccine court. Nothing.
No, just the questions. Is he running the department? Are you running the department? This Aaron Sissy guy has a huge, apparently, influence.
Yeah, you're just filled with mischaracterizations. If you want to ask me about something, I will. But
let me just ask you this. And so, Mr. Sissy,
you're going to talk and you're going to grandstand, but you're not going to get at the truth.
Well, Mr. Sissy is actually, he's gone public with the whole thing now. He's on X, and he said, that he's actually trying to pressure you to immediately change your vaccine policies. In fact, he wrote on X, I have no doubt RFK Jr., this is his quote, wants to update the table, and the only reason that he wouldn't is because the White House won't let him. So is the White House preventing you from updating the VSIP table?
Aaron Sissy is an American citizen. He has a right to say what he wants.
He does. I'm just asking you, is the White House preventing you from updating this? Is Mr. Sissy correct about that?
Updating the vaccine
table?
No, they are not.
Okay. Now, regarding the new CDC director nominee, part of the new team that you said would revolutionize the CDC, Mr. Sissy said that the pick will likely be a disaster and has said the only thing that Schwartz will likely restore is the CDC to business as usual. He said that this is his quote, left to your own devices, you wouldn't have even chosen her, and that she is, and I quote Mr. Sissy here, the queen of mandating vaccines. So is Aaron Sissy wrong about this new nominee, or is the president?
Well, I guess Aaron Sissy doesn't have much influence on me.
You know, it's so interesting, even the way they're able to speak to this man. It's just like, you know, it's just, you can tell that they're talking to somebody who's just like completely unhinged. So when you're talking to this guy, like his brain waves that thought probably here, the probably there, the probably here, the probably with that wind that you hear. Was gone with the wind. Like, he was like, oh, we aren't talking about DEI. She's like, we're talking about healthcare. And she's been like, you know, why are we out to do this? Why do we have to do this? Why do we have to sit here with this man?
You can't have it both ways of saying he has an outside influence on our department.
Oh, is he right? I'm just asking a question.
He's suing me and criticizing me or something that he for a policy that I've made that he doesn't like. So does he have an outside influence or not?
Well, he said
you're arguing out of both sides of your mouth.
Mr. Secretary, my next question. Now, you've had some trouble with the truth. I've seen it myself during your appearances before Congress. And as we all saw clearly during your exchange last week with Congresswoman Sewell, can you admit today that you said every black kid can get reparented on a wellness farm? Can you admit that you said that?
Can get reparented on a wellness farm?
Well, let me read exactly what you said. You said every black kid is now just standard, put on Adderall, on SSRIs, benzos, which are known to induce violence, and those kids are going to have a chance to go somewhere and get reparented, to live in a community where there'll be no cell phones, no screens. You claimed, in fact, you went on to say, actually the whole transcript was even worse. You said that if you could, you would send, quote, every black kid, again, your words, not mine, to go live on farms and work. Is that your...
I would have to hear that recording because...
Well, I have the recording.
I have no memory of saying anything like that.
Yeah, well, I actually have the recording that I can give to you, but it is absolutely what you said. And if you want me to play it, I can play it.
But if you ask me what my opinion is, I do not believe that every black kid should be reparented on a wellness farm or whatever, and I have never believed that.
Okay, well, you said it, sir. I have the video here. In fact,
I'm telling you, I don't believe it. That's not my vision for our country.
Well, I'm glad because it was ignorant to say, it was dangerous, and it was irresponsible.
Well, if I said it, I apologize, but I'd have to see the transcript.
Y'all know what that's going to look like.
Senator Workkk.
Not in the realm of like, hospital care. Like we're talking about some boot camp, he's talking about some troubled teen, he's talking about some, what's it called? He's talking about some slave. That does not sound anything but concerning to me. I'm just saying, when it comes to a wellness farm, it reminds me of when Trump said, we got them homegrown criminals. We're going to sell them to overseas somewhere.
Push people into subways that hit elderly ladies on the back of the head with a baseball bat.
Watch your mouth when you're talking about our kids. Okay? I'm going to tell you this more. You're talking about black kids, man. Now we're saying that he denies that statement as a whole. That's a huge issue. That's on tape. Even if it's not on tape, I mean, we're talking about abuse. It's hard for people to even believe the victims to begin with. So I'm talking about some believe the damn foreshadowing of victimization. No, nobody's going to do this. I mean, it's just, I know y'all are, but I'm just saying, like, people need to really get on top of this. We have seen this time and time again. Hope you have a nice day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.